Hello, you're very welcome to this episode of My Generation Gap podcast, where you have me, Stuart Moore, a 51-year-old member.
51-year-old.
Yeah, member of Generation X, talking pop culture, TV, film, with my niece, Harriet Pilkinternkey, an 18-year-old member of Generation Z.
Gen Z.
Gen Z, Gen Z. Hi, Rach, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all good. I've had a fairly quiet week, to be honest. It's been quite nice.
All right.
Yeah.
I've been quite busy, actually.
Have you? Where have you been?
Been to Rock City to see Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, how did you find that?
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. We went to a new planetarium.
A new planetarium?
A new planetarium. Which, planetariums, I think sometimes are a bit of a waste of money. And I'll tell you for why. You go into a planetarium.
Yeah.
And you sit in those chairs, like cinema seats, right?
Right, yeah.
And then above you is a big dome.
Yeah.
Where they project all the stars and everything and the night sky. And
Yeah.
then your chairs, and they're super comfortable chairs, a proper recline back. And then there's like a gentle voice telling you all about the stars and everything.
And then do you fall asleep?
I did fall asleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, Caroline, and Ivan went. Me and Caroline both fell asleep, and Ivan kept on waking us up because he kept on interjecting just to say that some of the facts were wrong on the on the soundtrack. No, that's not right. That's
all right.
No, you can't say that. And I go, oh, what?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really done much. I mean, I've been swimming a little bit, been doing a lot of swimming. Now, I didn't realise until I started swimming quite often that there is like a swimming etiquette. Like, if somebody's suddenly swimming that way and it's busy and somebody starts swimming the wrong way, like across the pool, then it messes everyone up and havoc. There's absolutely...
Who was going across the pool? Who'd go
somebody
across
was
the pool?
swimming. Yeah, somebody was swimming across
What,
the
doing
pool.
widths?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, I don't know. We wasn't like.
I'll tell you what, that's the kind of person that just wants to see the world burn.
Yeah, literally. I've never seen so many just fuming, like absolutely, but really passively. Like nobody said a word, but everything just like, yeah. There was just so much of that going on. Yeah.
Which is exactly what I would do.
Yes. Well, I was speaking to one of my clients about this, and I said as well, like, I got in the pool the other day and it wasn't that busy, and I like to swim near the edge because if I start laughing when I'm in the deep end, I feel like I can't swim. So if anything makes me laugh,
why would you start laughing?
I don't know. I took my best friend once to the spa, and she did something that really made me laugh, and I thought I was going to drown. So I like to go near the edge, and as I'm going down the edge, this woman, there's like me and one other person in the pool. It's a pretty big pool. She gets like in my lane, like where I was swimming. And I mean, I've never realised there was, like I said, such swimming etiquette, but I was really offended. And I was like, I just went head on with her. I just was like, because I thought she's going to have to, and you think she's going to have to move. I'm staying here.
Maybe you like that end scene. Do you remember that time we watched Knight Rider H, and there was Kit versus Car.
Kit versus Car.
And you swim towards each other. It's like a game of chicken,
and then one's
isn't it?
got exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it's
got to go
like.
underneath.
Yeah. Although there is something I've been saving specifically for the podcast because I don't think I've brought it up yet. And that's that somebody that I know eats 2 packets of rocket lollies a night. Like ice rocket lollies. And has
2
done
lollies
for
or 2...
years.
What do you mean? Like a packet of 10? What?
Yeah.
What, like a box of 10?
Like a box. 2 boxes of rocket lollies a night.
How do you sustain that?
I don't know. So, like, because it's somebody I know's partner, and I said to them, when did this start? And they were like, I don't know, it's kind of always been a thing. And I was like, oh, all right. And then they said to me that if they go to the pub and to the shop, and their partner's at home and they don't go home with rocket lollies, their partner's like, where are my rocket lollies?
Where's the rockets?
Yeah. No, I didn't know. I wanted to see what your opinions were on that.
I mean, I like a rocket lolly. What, do they have them instead of the tea?
I don't know. I don't
Or
think
after the
so.
tea?
I think they binge them like a snack. Which, do you know what? It made me want to go get a pack of rocket lollies then, and I bought I ate like 3 in a row, and I was like, do you know what? Yeah. I don't know if I could do 2 packs though. I've not got that stamina.
No, I mean, it's in the, like 10 in a pack.
I'm pretty sure there's at least 6 in a pack.
Wow, hoofing down a dozen rockets.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. I thought that was really impressive. That's got to be a real world record. If they kind of tallied all the rocket lollies that they'd eaten, I imagine they would have been quite substantial.
I mean, I don't think I've got an opinion on it, but I am impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I think I'd like to meet this person.
I thought you might too.
Shake them by the hand.
Yeah. So well done.
Shake them by their sticky raspberry flavoured hand.
Yeah.
Because you're not eating all them rockets without them melting.
Without them melting, yeah. Yeah, because then do you have to go and put them back in the freezer every time you eat one? Or would you eat them that fast that you could eat the full pack whilst it being out of the freezer?
I mean, you're getting up to go to the freezer 12 times a night.
Exactly. So how does the logistics work? Unless you have a freezer, like one of those like mini fridges or like a mini freezer in your living room. But that's a lot of commitment.
Well, that's commitment to rockets, yeah. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about, H, which this week is train spotting.
Train spotting.
Now, train spotting is one of these films, H, where it was peak stew.
Peak stew.
Yeah. You're talking 1996, 21 years.
Imperial leather soap.
Imperial leather soap. Yeah, smelling nice.
Yeah.
Living in my back-to-back house in Leeds.
Yeah.
Which, it was in Holbeck in Leeds. And I think they've all been knocked down now, these houses. And on a Saturday, you'd go like 4 streets over where there was a quick save.
Yeah.
And they don't have quick saves anymore, do they?
I think I remember quick saves though.
Yeah. So you go over to the quick save and you had to be careful about how much shopping you get. H.
Yeah.
Because if you went to quick save to get your bag of stuff for the week, which would invariably include a box of broken biscuits.
Yeah.
If you bought too much, so when you were carrying the shopping bag to your house, H, all the kids on the street would come and crowd around you while you're walking back to your shopping and go, Mister, hey Mister, have you got any spice in your bags? They go, no, I haven't. And then one of them would see through the bag and say, he's got broken biscuits. It's got broken biscuits. And they go, Mister, get some biscuits. And if you had too much shopping, you couldn't fight them off.
Yeah.
So you had to carry your 2 bags in either hand, but then like try and fend like with your legs, kick out with your legs to get them off, or else they'd have the biscuits out of your bag.
Wow.
Or you had to run home.
No, I grew up in Barnsley and I've never. Do you know what? That is something that would have happened. I was going to say I've never seen that happen, but yeah, I probably have. At least you're not walking home with like dozens of packs of rocket lollies.
No. Well, they certainly wouldn't have a chance to melt.
Yeah.
21 years old, age 1996. I had a silver Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
And it was just like a normal little Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
But I bought it off like a mate of a mate.
Yeah.
And this car was like a normal Ford Fiesta, but somebody had put like an XR2 engine in it, like a 1.6 XR2 engine. So it went like stink. But because it was like a normal Ford Fiesta, the brakes and the suspension and everything, nothing else.
Didn't match. Yeah.
Nothing matched. So it went really fast, but you couldn't stop it. You couldn't stop it or go around corners.
You just like go around like barely make it.
Yeah. Joe, it was a brilliant car. I love that car. You couldn't open the driver's door from the outside. This is way before the days of central locking. So you had to go with your key, put your key in the passenger door, open that, reach across, pull the driver's door handle from the inside, and then go around and get in.
Get in.
So if you parked too close to a wall on the passenger side, you had to climb in through the boot.
Yeah. You'd have to literally go in through the boot to then open the driver's door so that you could get in.
Which, the boot, you know the hydraulic pistons that keep your boot open when you open the boot lid?
Not really. But
You know when you open your back door and there's like the door goes shh, and it lifts up and it stays open.
Yeah.
Well, this didn't have those on. They were broken. So you had to open the back door and I had some tent poles.
Fight it off.
Well, no, you had to lift the back door open and then you had to prop it up with tent poles. I kept some tent poles in there. So I put these tent poles up together.
Do you have to do this every time you got in and out of your car?
Yeah. Keep the back door open. And if you weren't careful, you'd climb through it. If you climbed in and kicked the tent poles out the door into the back door, slam down on your legs. Oh, yeah. That happened to me a few times.
That is pretty bad.
It's good fun, though.
Yeah.
So, train spotting, H.
Yeah.
Right, before we kick off, I want to say this. Tomato soup, 10 tins. Mushroom soup, 8 tins. For consumption, cold. Ice cream, vanilla. Large tub of. Magnesia, milk of. 1 bottle, paracetamol. Mouthwash. Vitamins, pornography. 1 mattress. 1 bucket for urine. 1 for faeces. And 1 for vomit. So that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with the film age. That's what I used to take to Glastonbury with me.
That sounds like Ali's week. He's not been at work. He's been really poorly. He's been like camping in. It's like survival camping here.
So, train spotting.
Yeah.
It's the story of 5 young men
Yeah.
living in Edinburgh and addicted to heroin.
Yeah.
Cheery tale.
Yeah.
What do you think of it, H?
I actually didn't think I was going to like it at all. And I don't know why, I just didn't think I'd like it. But when I actually watched it, I really enjoyed it. I don't know, it's such a bizarre film to other things that I've watched before that I haven't really got like a solid opinion on it. But I found that for its time, it would have been really good. I think it's probably one of those films that's a bit like Marmite, that people either love it or they hate it. I think it was actually done really well. That's probably my main opinion, that as a film, the way that things come full circle, the way that they've indicated a lot of factors and presented a lot of things, I think was done really well.
It was done really well, H.
Yeah.
It's, I think it's another one of those films where everything comes together really well, and it's testament to the people that worked on it.
Yeah. I can't say I was like bored at any point. And you know me in films. But it also wasn't obviously the most cheery of films, which I'm not massive on. I'm not always massive on films that make me think loads and loads, because we kind of spoke about this in our podcast with Sunny. Sometimes you kind of want to escape or just have something light and comical, but it was actually quite refreshing to have something that was quite the opposite.
I sort of disagree. Well, no, I don't. I think it is a comedy.
Well, there is that in it, yeah.
But it's the blackest of black comedies, the darkest of dark comedies.
It's the different type of comedy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that realism.
It's absolutely a triumph of screen adaptation.
Yeah.
The writer that adapted this from the book, I think it was Hodge, because the book is just like full of like it's like a short stories book.
Oh, is it?
Short stories that sort of intertwine with each other.
Yeah.
Which focuses on different characters within the film. So the screenwriter obviously chose to focus on Renton as the main character and follow them throughout the film. So lots of the stories and there, so which is why the film probably feels a bit disjointed, because it's like a series of set pieces, like a series of anecdotes.
Sometimes I suppose there's an element of nostalgia and stories that people tell about certain things. All right, not everybody's been a heroin addict, but you know, everybody's got their own past and nostalgia. And you can imagine them, if they get out of that cycle, telling those stories to people later in their life, whether it's a teachable moment or something comedic. There's a lot. I think that's represented really well.
Yeah. I think the characters in this film are all awful. Yeah. Apart from Spud.
Spud, yeah. I'd agree.
Spud is the only one that's gentle, kind, full of empathy for other people, full of care.
Yeah.
Really, he's the one that, but it's hard to say what the film is about.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think it's about so many things.
Mm.
Because you start off watching it and you think, oh, choose life, choose this, choose this. And you think it's kind of a cynical, like, anti-establishment film.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. But then
But it
actually,
absolutely...
it's the opposite. It's like, yeah. It's
Well,
like,
it sort of is and sort of isn't.
Yeah. That's the thing. It is a bit all over the place, but in a really good way, because I suppose that's how everybody's kind of mind is. Sometimes you think, yeah, that's right. And sometimes you think, no, that's not right. You know, sometimes you might listen to it and think, yeah, that's wrong. And so other times you might listen to it, you know, the big famous quote of, you know, choose life, choose a can opener, tin opener, you know, all those types of things and all the like normal things in life that I suppose sometimes you might feel like, no, I'm going to go against that. And you know what I mean? You know, that kind of rebellious, kind of anti. And then sometimes you think, no, I just want that.
Yeah.
I suppose at different parts of different people's lives, it means different things.
Yeah. And it was written, the book was written and the film was made throughout a period of UK. The political scene and the societal scene was really...
Yeah.
I was going to say it's really different to the way it is today, but it sort of isn't.
It's a really political movie, isn't it? Like, I didn't realise it would be...
Well, at that time, we'd come out of... We were under a Conservative government where all the safety nets were being removed.
If you'd got on your... If you ended up in those positions that they were in the film... Yeah.
There was no way out of them.
Yeah.
Industry was being stripped out of the UK.
Yeah.
Everything was being sold off, being privatised.
Well, that's one of the things I really noticed in the film, that there was absolutely zero support for them.
Yeah.
Zero.
And you'd think, oh, it's not like that now, but it's happened again, hasn't it? And again, with the last 10 years where all the benefit system has been stripped out and people that are struggling. So you think, well, yeah, there's lots of support for people out there and lots of freedom if you've got money, if you're middle class. But if you're working class or you're poor or you're struggling or you've got addictions, there's absolutely no way out.
I think as well, there's not only there's cycles of society. I think this is just something I believe, where kind of things come into play and out of play of politics, and then they come back, and then they leave again, and then they come back, and it's a bit of that, really, isn't it? Did you know there's a second film?
Yes.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I had a little look online, and that was the general kind of feeling around it, because I thought, I wonder if, because it's one of those films that I feel like if people like it, they really like it, and like maybe a sequel wouldn't live up to the first. But a lot of people were saying, actually, no, it was really good. But because I was going to ask you, what were your predictions for after the film? But then obviously they've had a second film, so the question got written off.
Yeah, but this is the thing, isn't it? the film.
We all know that Robert Carlyle went to be Rumpelstiltskin after this.
Rumpelstiltskin, did he?
You ever watch Once Upon a Time? That's what I grew up watching on like Netflix. It's like a drama fantasy series, and he plays this little golden Rumpelstiltskin, like wearing this like robe, and he's always really glittery. So that's all I could see when I saw him.
No. Did you know, H, when this film came out, that lots of people said that it glamorized drug?
How the hell does it glamorize it?
I know.
I'm not understanding any part of how that glamorizes things, apart from the fact that it's got a good soundtrack.
The soundtrack to this film was the height of Britpop. And Pulp had just released their greatest album, or one of their greatest albums, Different Class.
I do like a bit of Pulp.
Yeah, it was very much of its time, the film.
Yeah.
All the characters are very, very different, and I think they all represent different things. Yeah. And I think they all reflect the way society was right now, because, you know, we were coming out of Thatcherism, where to get on in life, where she'd actually said, there is no society, there is only the individual and the family, you know, so therefore you look after yourself and don't worry about what everybody else, not like let's all look after each other.
Yeah.
You have the 5 main characters. You've got Begbie, who's this like, dinosaur, who's representing like old-fashioned masculinity. You know, that anger that's there, and with the old ways,
really
and they were all
menacing, isn't it?
really
Like when
managed
you
to
watch it, yeah,
it's
that
absolutely
scene
terrifying.
where he just rams the cup into that guy's face.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah. I don't know. Then you got Tommy, who's the,
Yeah,
he starts off in the film and he isn't a drug addict,
no,
is he? He's the
not at
healthy
all.
one. He's looking after himself and
Yeah,
he's doing all right, right?
yeah,
And then you've got Spud,
yeah,
who's kind and nice to everybody, hasn't got a bad bone in his body, but he has this terrifying, terrible addiction, and he's the one that ends up in prison, and
yeah,
stuff just happens to him,
yeah,
doesn't it? And then you've got Renton, the main. Well, you've got Sick Boy, who
yeah.
is
Sick boy.
absolutely psychopathic. You talk about Begbie being a psychopath. Sick Boy doesn't care about anybody
Anything.
else.
Yeah.
He's just there to
I didn't
make
really
money.
watch Sick Boy that much in it. I don't know why. It must just have been the bits. Like when you watch films, sometimes you have to rewatch them to see different characters and different things going on. I don't think I took in a lot of Sick Boy, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I probably would if I watched it again, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, he's the one that brokers the drug deal. He's the one that.
Yeah.
I mean, he ends up being a pimp, doesn't he? He starts pimping out. And he's just a real nasty piece of work. And he's the one that'll, although he's on heroin, he can just come off it and on it, and he's not really affected with it. Like, and he's the father of the baby that
the
Dawn,
baby, yeah.
who dies. Some terrifying scenes in
My
there.
mum said she remembers watching that in her youth and thinking, oh my God. I mean, she's not specifically this, but she says, I remember watching it and seeing the scene with the baby and, the whole film and thinking, I am never going near a drug in my entire life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was like, she says, I just remember being like petrified by the film. But I kind of get what she means, like it's the opposite of, like you said, people saying that it's glorifying it. It's absolutely the opposite.
And then you got Renton, who, although he's the main character in the film, again, he doesn't give a monkey's about anybody else.
No, look what
He's
he
the
did to
one
Tommy.
Look what he did to Tommy. Yeah. And all the way through the film. So, and then at the end when he takes the money, but that's what society was like there, because that was the way to get on. Like Glenda Jackson said, sharp elbows, sharp knees. That was the way to get on. You look after yourself, you trample on other people, because that was the only way to get on. And he did, didn't he? And he ended up with all the money after they did that. Drug deal at the end, which begged Beat's reaction after that.
Yeah, with the police, when the police get there. I mean, I don't know whether I think the film makes you feel like you do want Renton to have that money because you've seen his experience more than the others, but equally you don't, because you're looking at Spud and you can just see the complexity of it. There isn't really a single narrative, is there? Do you know what I mean? There isn't really a single
much like the
take
book,
on it.
there isn't a single narrative in the book. Like I say, it's just a series of,
or even like a single perspective. It's just like it's just a series of events that.
I think it also highlights the precariousness of life when you are in that situation where you don't have control of your life, when you're not middle class, when you're just at the mercy of everything around you, where things just happen to you. So what are you going to do other than take drugs? Because there's no escape from it. There's no respite.
That is the only escape, isn't it, for some people?
Yeah, you got to self-medicate.
Yeah.
to get through life.
Yeah.
You sort of feel sympathy for the characters, but then there's not many likable characters.
That's the thing.
In there.
You feel sympathy, but you don't like them because of what they're doing to people. Because you think you shouldn't be doing that, but equally you can go, but I can see why they are. There's that kind of double side to it.
But it's such a memorable film
as
well. It sticks in your mind. I watched it, this week, and I hadn't seen it for many years, but I watched it and I knew every line.
I'd say even I found it quite memorable, and I've only watched it once, and you know me, stuff just goes past.
But the reason we watched it was because I talked about the Trainspotting toilet.
Well, I was going to bring up the toilet with the toilets in France, and I forgot you'd mentioned it in relation to that. As in, I was going to say, oh, I bet that's what the toilet's like in France, but yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so when people mention the
Yes.
Trainspotting toilet, now you know what
Now
what we're
I know what
talking
you're on about, yeah.
So I would give this a Generation X win.
I'd agree. Yeah.
H. I
I'd
think
give
it's
it
a triumph of...
It kept my attention, which is positive.
Yeah. Did you watch it at normal speed? 2 times speed?
Yeah, normal speed.
Oh, you just watched it once?
Just the one.
Did you listen to the soundtrack? Because at the
I
time,
did.
that the soundtrack was amazing, and it was kind of... everybody listened to that soundtrack.
My favourite song is Temptation. It's just one of my favourite. Like, every time I listen to the song, I think, yeah, this is a really good song. You know, you just listen to the song, you're like, yeah, I like this song.
Yeah.
It's just really solid. And everybody likes Born Slippy as well.
Yes.
How can you not like that song?
Yeah, so I think it's a film where everything came together really brilliantly. Danny Boyle's direction was brilliant. The adaptation, the screenwriting was brilliant. All the people that acted in the film were brilliant. Yeah, just everything about it. Everything came together to make a great film. I think it might be a perfect film. There's no wasted... I mean, it's 90 minutes long. There's no...
I liked that as well. Like, it didn't feel... It felt a little bit long, but, like, just long enough.
Well, there's a lot in there. There's so much in there in those 90 minutes. So much social
Well, his
commentary.
girlfriend who ends up in school. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, that scene, yeah, when she comes out in the school
Yeah.
uniform in the morning. I mean, in the book age, she's 14.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. And that's Kelly MacDonald. I think Kelly MacDonald was 19 when she filmed that. It's like a first film, that she was in.
Wow. Yeah, that did have a very big shock element. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. And people say, well, you know, you couldn't make a film like this nowadays, but I think you probably could.
In fact, I think they do.
Yeah, they do make films. But again, Renton, I mean, there was remorse there, wasn't it? But I think it was more about getting caught and being put in prison rather than what have I've done a terrible thing.
Yeah, I think it was more about what people thought.
Yeah.
Not how he saw it morally.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it was more about, do you know what they do to people like me in prison?
Yeah, absolutely. Not actually, oh God, I've just done something really morally wrong.
Just had sex with a child.
Yeah, instead it was, I might have done something criminally wrong. And it's like, that's not the thing, like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so nobody comes out of this film really looking well, apart from Spud. I think Spud might be the hero of the film. He's certainly in the second film. He's the one that has the humanity in there.
Yeah, I suppose you've got a little bit more context than me as well from watching the second one.
Well, and then also just with the time that it was made, I think it was. But there's lots of parallels to
the first one.
Today.
Oh,
to today, with those safety nets being taken away from the most vulnerable in society. Anyway, on that cheery note, H.
How cheery. That's good for a comedy podcast, isn't it? The tone just getting really...
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Simply the test. Da, 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 better than all the test.
I'd forgotten we changed the theme tune, and I was like, what's going on for a second?
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
H, because the soundtrack was so...
Are you going to make me name names of the soundtrack?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I don't know whether I'll talk them, sing them, say them, lines from the songs.
Do I get, can I have either artist or title, or do I have to get both?
Yeah. No, either artist or title.
Nice.
This is for A Pound and a Drink.
Yeah.
Of course, I've had it in the ear before. Any clues?
No.
Well, I'm just a modern guy. Here comes Johnny, and again. With his liquor and drugs. The fax machine.
Is it Pulp?
I'm just hypnotising chickens.
I don't know
No, it's
it.
not. What's the opening song to the...
No, I don't know that one. I've looked at the soundtrack, but I don't looked at that one.
The opening... This film has got one of the most famous openings to any film when they're running down the street because they've just robbed Waterstone. Oh, no, it's not Waterstone. It's Waterstone's in there.
Yeah.
Booking it. They've just robbed that John Menzies. And they're running down the street. And I think that show just talks about the precarious of life, doesn't it? When they're running down the street, being chased by the security guards, and Renton runs down those stairs and then nearly gets run over by a car, doesn't he? And he stands up and he puts his hands on the bonnet and laughs, and it's just how close they are to death.
Yeah.
Constantly. All the time, how close, just constantly on the verge of non-existence.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's true. Well, you
just,
think,
and just for the sake of a split second or the smallest second.
The drugs, they're like 2 seconds away from possibly overdosing.
And indeed he does, yeah. And that scene where he does OD.
And he puts him in the cab.
Just puts him in a taxi. Just drags him down the stairs with his head banging on every stair and just puts him in a taxi. Even with the ambulance, you think, oh, that's the ambulance for him. The ambulance just goes somewhere else and he just puts him in a taxi. Precariousness. Life is cheap, innit?
Yeah, and he puts his money back in his pocket.
He just puts his money back in his pocket, yeah. So, H, when I'm running down the street, what song?
I thought it was Born Slippy, but the way you're saying it don't sound like the song.
Iggy Pop, Lust for Life.
Right, no, I didn't know that one. I had seen Iggy Pop because Iggy Pop's got a few in the soundtrack. But...
Yes, yeah. All right, 2. You're 0 for 1, H.
I know.
Question 2. Drive Boy, Dog Boy, Dirty Numb Angel Boy.
I know this one because I looked at the lyrics.
In the Doorway Boy.
Before.
She was a lipstick boy.
That's Born Slippy.
Born Slippy.
Yeah.
You 1 for 2. Question 3. You're going to reap just what you sow.
Is that the Pulp one?
Nope.
Nope. I'm just going to guess that for everyone.
Lou Reed, Perfect Day. When he has a drug overdose.
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna reap. Drink sangria in the park. And then later, when it gets dark...
That's Pulp.
Home. No, that's
a Pulp lyric, surely. That's the same song.
That's the same song as Perfect Day. How would you send more lyrics on the
I was so
same
certain.
song?
I was like, that one's Pulp. I'm going to not guess it on the next one. It's going to be the next one.
All right, question 4. And now we're living in the sky. I never thought I'd live so high.
Pulp.
Just like heaven if it didn't feel like hell. Yes, it's Pulp and Mile End.
Yeah, Mile End.
So you are 2 for 4. H. Final question. What snack did I eat whilst watching Trainspotting?
When did you watch Trainspotting?
Just after my birthday.
Was it a present that you were eating?
Was a present I was eating.
Was it Indian sweets?
It was Indian sweet. I had a big box of barfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I prefer like gobjamuns to barfy, but Indian sweets are elite.
Yeah, on a different level.
Harley had never tried them before, and he can't like have any like. He likes sweet cakes and stuff, and sometimes they hurt his teeth, like chocolate and things like that. And he tried a gobjamun the other day, and he was like, "Oh my god!" He rated it like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so you should.
I was like, "Now try it warm with ice cream."
Right, it's time for this. It's Burger Stews, Burger Review. 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 It's eating a burger, then he marks it out of 5. He's eating a burger, and he's marking it out of 5. What are you laughing at?
Just the voice after the burger recording.
Yeah, it's Noel Edmonds.
It's Noel Edmonds.
Yeah. Don't ask why.
No! Now, you'd get that, everybody, if you went to see Telepathic.
If you went to see Telepathic. And also, I mean, we'll fix that up in post, but if you're watching this on the unedited YouTube version, you will realise that I'd forgotten that I had my... that was playing at 1.4 speed.
And it carried on to the next audio.
This week, H, I've gone celebratory.
Birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me, Caroline and Ivan went into town for his birthday. And we went to... we went to this, like, food hall place in Stenton Market, which was dead nice. But we we ordered some like little snacks and some drinks, and it took like 40 minutes for like 2 espresso martinis to get delivered to us. We're like, what the? So we thought, oh, do you know what? We're not ordering food. It take 3 days.
Yeah.
So we went somewhere else to eat on the way into town in Hockley, which is the cool part of Nottingham.
Yeah.
Which is the place where I hang around.
Yeah.
With all the cool cats.
With all the cool cats.
There was a burger place called Stacks.
Stacks?
Yeah, which is a chain, isn't it, Stacks? And it's not a...
I haven't heard of Stacks. But it does ring... Maybe it rings a bell. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. I mean, it looked quite nice, and the pictures of the burgers looked quite nice. And we all went in there, and they had Ivan wanted a vegan burger, so they had vegan options in that they had like a vegan burger, but it wasn't like a proper patty.
One vegan burger as well. I bet it was just like one to choose from.
And it wasn't like a soy or protein substitute. It was just one of those like a vegetable finger type burger, like a bean burger. And then they didn't even have like a bun alternative because they only had brioche buns, with like egg wash on them, so they didn't have. So Ivan just had to have chips.
To be fair, chips are really. Were the chips good at least?
No, they weren't that great. No, and so the burger, it wasn't. It was no better than. Well, in fact, it wasn't even as good as McDonald's. Yeah. It was. All the ingredients were just. I could have made it at home. Yeah, it should have been better.
So what are we going out of 5?
2.
2. Is that the lowest yet?
I think it might be.
I think it might be.
I don't know. I think there's been a couple of low ones, isn't there? Where
I don't think we've had 2 though.
Well, we've had some 2.5s, I think. But maybe 2 might be the lowest. But I think it was just because it was so disappointing, and it weren't cheap, Age.
No?
Flipping weren't cheap, no.
To be fair, like, even like certain things from like McDonald's and KFCs and stuff, they're not always cheap.
No, they've got right expensive now, haven't they? Although I did have an arch burger the other day, and that was good, actually. Yeah. That was better than this, than Stacks. An arch burger.
Arch burger.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a review on the arch burger.
Why, you haven't been to McDonald's recently?
No.
You still eating Subway?
Yes. 6-inch turkey on Italian white, sweet corn, gherkins, tomatoes, lettuce, and a load of sweet onion sauce. They know it now. I walk in, they go, 6-inch turkey, I go, yes, please.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's not a Subway review, is it?
I knew you would. You'd set that up.
I did set that up, didn't I? I completely set you up there.
And have you been? Or
I thought I'd just fish for Harriet till just so I can tell her off for not doing it. For trying to muscle in on my burger review.
Poach your review.
So, Age, I think that's it. Apart from what's your telly been?
I started and finished Small Profits.
Oh, did you? What did you think in it?
Yeah, I really like it.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good. Yeah, I think it's just one of them that's just really wholesome. Like, it's really funny. Bit of drama.
Great story. Well observed.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautifully played, directed. Everybody, just no wasted moments again.
No.
I'm obsessed with wasted moments, aren't I?
I love it when he like gets a phone call at work from his like the dementia home that his dad's in. He just does this to his boss.
Yeah.
And his boss is always trying to fire him, and he's like, all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a bit where he says something like, well, then you would fire me, which would be unfair dismissal. And then I would sue you for unfair dismissal. I would take you to court for unfair dismissal. And he goes on and on. It's good. Yeah, that's kind of been main TV, really. Other than Corrie, which you always get confused when I talk about that, so.
Not talking about Coronation Street, no. But H, we've been watching a programme. It might be one of the best TV shows I've seen for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's called Poker Face.
Right. I think I saw it. Is it ITV or like BBC?
No, neither of those.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Never mind.
It's Poker Face, and it's It's like a modern day version of Columbo.
Oh.
It's written and made by somebody that obviously just loves Columbo.
Yeah.
The structures of the things. The premise is, there's a woman and she's in Atlantic City and she can always tell if somebody's lying or telling the truth. So no matter what it is, like a human lie detector, not like because I tried to watch that Lie to Me, with Tim Roth, and that's terrible. it's absolutely awful. They have to keep on stopping to tell you as a viewer what's going on. And you think, oh God, but this doesn't do that. But the main character, she can just sense when somebody's telling the truth or not. And each episode there's a guest star. Each episode there's a murder, and she's not involved in the murder, but she's in the background somewhere, and she just has to move around. She moves along.
I can get what you mean. She kind of works in the background, telling who's telling the truth, who's telling a lie.
Yeah, but no, she just turns up at all these different places. It's really great. We watched an episode last week, and it was 5 sisters. And all the 5 sisters were played by the same person. It was by but it was played by the lady that plays Elphaba in Wicked, and she played these 5 sisters. Yeah, so she played all these 5 sisters. One of them kills one of the other sisters, but it's really great. There's loads of like nods to Columbo and 1980s television, but it's still set in the modern day and really, really well written, well done. Everything about it is just great.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend Poker Face on Amazon Prime. So with that, H, I think we'll call that a night. How do people get in touch with us if they want to? And they should.
They can comment on the Spotify. They can like our Spotify or rate us.
Yeah, comment, like it. And comment,
they can message our Instagram.
Instagram, message that.
Comment on Instagram, Facebook page is doing well.
Facebook,
Messages.
Facebook,
right, your passiveness is increasing as I'm getting towards saying that we're banned on TikTok.
Oh, you could tell what I was doing.
Because I could tell what you were doing. So the only one you can't contact us on is TikTok, because for some reason we're banned.
We're perma-banned on TikTok.
We're perma-banned. So, we do have an email as well, mygenerationgap@gmail.com, which is
mygenerationgap@gmail.com. Right, night, love you.